Hi, I'm Ronald J. Johnson. You may remember me from such things as editing techniques, but now it's time for camera shots. The thing is with camera shots, they're really tricky to explain, but I'll give you a nice lesson on how to do it. First off, we'll start with an easy one, the pan shot. This is the pan shot.
The pan shot, otherwise known as panning, is when the camera moves from left to right or right to left to show off the location. It's used to set the scene, and it's known as an establishing shot also. Shows the audience whereabouts the film is being set.
Now, just like getting money at my ex-wife, this is a long shot.
A long shot is an amount of a picture within the frame which roughly corresponds to the audience view of an area. A long shot is used to show an area which is around the character. The long shot is used to show the audience the relevance between the location and the character.
Next, we have the close-up shots. We have close-up and extreme close-up.
A close-up shot is usually a detailed view of a person or object without much context provided. A close-up is used to show a specific emotion on a character's face.
An extreme close-up shot. This is a shot of an actor very close up, usually focusing on one part of his body, like his eyes or mouth. This is used to create tension or create intimacy within a scene.
Both the close-up and the extreme close-up are used to either create meaning with the object or emphasise the character's emotions.
And this is the Dutch tilt shot, with less clocks.
The canted shot or tilted shot is purely a mid shot that has been tilted. It is used to show that something is not right in the world and it is unbalanced. This shot is regularly used in film noirs. The Dutch tilt shot usually creates emotions in the audience and makes them feel that something is not quite right in the world or the shot, and it makes it feel that something is unbalanced and is acting against it.
This is the point of view shot.
View shot is very self-explanatory. It is any shot which is taken from the vantage of the character in the film. It is also known as the first-person camera. It is purely used to show the point of view from the character in the film. The point of view shot usually creates emotions among the audience because you are now in the character's perspective and you are directly involved in what is happening.
Now, for a shot all the ladies call me, the master shot.
A master shot. This is an uninterrupted single shot, usually taken from a long range, which contains the entire scene. Other shots will later be put over this shot.
The master shot makes the audience feel like they're watching what is actually happening because of the continuity of the shot.
Now, last but not least, the two shot.
A two shot. This is a mid shot which features two actors. A two shot has exactly the same uses as a mid shot, but contains two characters.
The two shot is used to make it clear to the audience that there is a relationship between two characters, or there is soon to be one.
In this scene from The Hangover Part 3, which shows the character Alan driving back a giraffe on the motorway, it shows them doing a continuity editing. Continuity editing is a system of cutting used to maintain continuous and clear narrative actions by following a set of rules. They do this to smooth out the scene.
In this scene from Rocky, they use a montage. A montage is a technique in film editing in which a series of short shots are edited together into a sequence. The montage sequence is usually used to suggest the passage of time.
In this scene of Pulp Fiction, there is a fade. The term fade is used to describe a transition to and from a blank image. This is in contrast to a cut, which there is no transition. Generally, but not always, the use of a fade is held to indicate that a period of time has passed between the two scenes.
In this episode of Game of Thrones, we see the use of a reaction shot. A reaction shot is a shot which cuts away from the main scene in order to show a reaction of a character to the main scene. The logic of a reaction shot is that the emotional reaction from the actor being depicted will either advance the story, reveal a character's traits.
High key and low key lighting. High key lighting is where a lot of light is present in the scene and there are very little shadows. The usual atmosphere of a high-key lighting shot is usually very upbeat and happy, which creates the emotion among the audience as also happy and upbeat. Low-key lighting, however, like ones used in film noir, is very dark, shadowy and mysterious, and it either creates confusion with the audience or suspense.
Diegetic and non-diegetic sound. Diegetic sound is sound within the shot that the characters in the shot can hear, and non-diegetic sound is shot that's added in editing. Diegetic sound is used to make the shot make sense, and the film to also make sense, and for it to all be audible. Non-diegetic sound is usually made for the audience to create a meaning within the shot.
Cross-cutting is an editing technique most often used in films to establish action that are occurring at the same time in two different locations, like this scene from Inception. Suspense may be added through the cross-cutting as it builds expectations that it creates with hopes that it will be explained in the time of the cross-cutting.
Cutting is a normal editing technique used to swap between shots. Examples of these are the shots we've seen from Lord of the Rings and Sherlock Holmes. These are used to make smooth transitions between different shots.